guys, what is up? If you haven't done so already, register for the San Jose Regional hosted by ARG and come hang out with the TheHillTwins for some fun in the sun.
Hey guys, what is up? I'm Eric Hill and I'm one of the TheHillTwins. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys for stopping by. It's just been a pleasure making all this content for you all. So let's talk about why I am doing a video today. So today I'm doing a video because of the Mecha Errata. I've determined that some pretty spicy decks are gonna start to, rise again. Kind of creep out and crawl from the crevices of the rocks, and just from being under the meta for a while. And one of those leaders is one of my favorite leaders, Ginyu. So I'm gonna be using DBS decks today as a host, so to speak, of to a platform to show you guys the deck and give you my tips and tricks and why I chose certain copies, what so have you, etc. So that's pretty dope. Let's get right into it. Shout out to DBS Decks. I'm really loving the website. The interface and the platform of it all is super dope. So easy and navigational. I mean, it's just Unity Decks. Boom. Look how easy that is, right? And then now, I know I just created the deck today. I was at work, and I said, you know what? I want to try something different. Someone asked me what would be my take on Ginyu. Would I be a dual or tri-color now that Mecha Freeze is going to be hit? And because of the meta slowing down significantly because of that, I decided to do my favorite tri-color Ginyu. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Eric Hill. I've topped multiple regionals for the most part since it started. And I've had my fair run with Ginyu. And he's right there. One of my favorite leaders. I really love this guy because he's a sit back, I have to think kind of a leader. You take and turn by turn. You want to just control the opponent. And that's something that I love to do. And I was trying him out in a Mecha Freezer format. And it was like riding a bike in the street in Manhattan. All the cars just passing by. They don't care. It was just terrible. But I still managed to pull him off. I still managed to pull it off. So that's pretty dope. Another thing I love about the website is that they have the prices here and they got statistics. Deck color split. So you guys will see majority of the deck is going to be green, yellow with blue. So that's going to tell you that there's green and yellow with some blue support. Then we got 2% of 4% of black cards. So that's also always pretty dope. Cost curve. They're telling you the cost of the cards, which is pretty cool. I love that. And this is most important. Deck combo depth. So when you look at this blue, and that's that 5K, 73% of the deck is combo capable with 5K. It's very important. You'll see why in a few. So let's go to the deck. Without further ado, guys, this is the deck. Boom. So again, this is something that I just made, and I mean, it was just, I knew what I wanted to do with the deck, so I'm still liable to make certain changes, but so far, this is just my platform. This is what I've built, and this is what I found most consistent for the most part, and I'll go into my reasoning. So guys, if you don't know what Ginyu does, activate main on his first side, unawakened. You just take a life, and you show it to your opponent, and if it's a Ginyu Force individual, you put them in play. Otherwise, you take that life to your hand. So he's good because he's a self-awakened leader. He's yellow, so he uses Cold Bloodlust right here. And then after the fact, when he awakens, he does the same thing on his opposite side. Once per turn, pick up a card. Afterwards, he gets double strike, and this time you don't show your opponent, so that's pretty good. He gets double strike and plus 5K. If you have 2 or more Ginyus in play, Ginyu Force play, but we don't really care about that one. That's just an addition to his effect, but it's not a requirement. So this is the deck, and it is a blue, green, yellow deck. So as you guys know, the set 2 version of Ginyu was a tri-color deck. It was blue, green, yellow, and it did implement the control, power, and defense. And that's the same thing I'm kind of exercising in this deck. I have my green for power, because green has always been power, and I have the blue, and that's for my defense. The blue is like You know, I want to make sure I'm okay and I can survive. And then the yellow part of the deck is going to be my control. And I'm going to explain to you why. So let's move into the blue first, right? Well, let's move into the blue package first. So we have a simple blue package here, and there's 4 margin boosts. So we have 4 margin boosts, and what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to filter through the deck and thin in the deck as much as possible, while also having key fodder, energy fodder for like sensu bean, objection, etc. And that's that's going to be very important. We play 4 sensu bean because one thing about Ginyu, guys, is that he's a great leader, but what he does is he puts himself or you as the player into that double striking realm or that triple striking realm for game, right? And usually he doesn't have too much combo power. So at this point, you really want to utilize sensu beans, and that's one of the reasons why I had to blend blue into the deck. So next we have our 3 objections, and this is very important. I see a lot of people not playing objection. That whole statement, you're bad. No, objection is actually good in this build. The reason why it's good is because you want to make sure that you're on the same speed as your opponent, if not greater. Speed is very important. Energy is very important. In this deck, you can't afford to wait, to turn 2, turn 3, to drop on curve. No, because by that time you're already picking up and you're drawing into resources, and at this point you want to play and go as you see fit. Objection is going to allow you to do that, and it's going to allow you to master green key because the green key is going to be mostly utilized. In this deck, for a tip for you guys, all you really need is 1 yellow and 1 blue. And during testing, there's been scenarios where I've had, more than 1 blue, obviously, as you progress through the game state. But it's very important that you do build that green mana, and you'll see how fast and easy it is to do it with objections. And lastly, for our blue package is Ultimate Judgment Jackal. This guy's been a hitter since set 1, set 2, and as we found our way into set 3, not so much, because Mecha Apes and Mecha Freeze himself just destroyed the meta. It was a 2-deck meta, which wasn't really fun. So now we're probably going to see Ultimate Judgment Jackal's back in the meta. He's a very super powerful card, 5k, and he dumps back a card to your opponent. You don't have to be awakened or anything to use it. Anytime during the game you combo or during your opponent's turn, they're going to get bumped up. So that's our blue package. As you can see, it's pretty dense. It's simple for the most part, and that's what we're aiming to get. Next is our green package, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I run certain copies of this. So, as you guys know, we have our veggie package, our Saiyan Teamwork Kaba, our Caulifla, and our cow. Important note, this leader is going to be able to move at a tempo pace. So you don't need to play 4, 4, and 4. The only copy of the veggies that you should be playing 4 of is in fact Cal, because Cal is going to be our power of the deck. This is going to be one of the cards that's going to help implement the control and put our opponent in a bad space whenever she attacks. So we play 3 Kabas and 3 Khalifas. The reason being is, guys, Ginyu is going to pick up his life every turn in the first place. So you're going to draw into your resources anyways. You're going to draw into the cow, you're going to draw into the Caulifla, and you're going to draw into the Kabas. What's most important is the fact that you don't want to, abuse it too much, because it could be a detriment. All you really need is 1 Caulifla on board and 1 Kaba on board, because this deck, just like in its previous meta, is known to implement control. It's a tempo-based deck. I'm going to be able to drop Cal for at minimum 3 key. And then afterwards, we'll move forward. We have our untapping with Super Saiyan Gotenks. This is our power of the deck. We play 4 Super Saiyan Gotenks, 4 Hidden Awakened Cal, and that's going to be the majority of the power of the deck, because we're going to be able to drop Cals for a little to dirt cheap, and then drop our big boys and untap those 2. And you're going to be able to do these plays while totally being safe. You know what I mean? And that's very important, because he's a 25k. He gets over apes, and he just so much pressure. He's going to allow you to restand a blue or a yellow, a blue and a yellow, because that's what you want to do for your objections and your cold bloodlust. And then you're going to just keep playing the game tempo from there. So that's the reason why you don't need any more than 3 and 3 of the Kabas and the Cauliflas, because You don't want to put and play too many Cauliflas because you're already going to be self-awakening. And you put and play later game, it's, you know, if you're not going for game, you could put yourself in that critical strike or potentially take away from winning with that double strike from Ginyu because he can't be Shugashed. He can't be Shugashed Cal or Kid Goku. So at this point, what are they going to do? You know? Next, we have our yellow package, and this is our defense. I mean, this is our control package, guys. We played 3 cold bloodlust, and I don't think we need any more than 3 because the majority of the game you have 2 to 3. If your opponent forces you to play 3 cold bloodlust, then they went broken in the first place. But so we played 3 cold bloodlust, then we played 3 Planet Vegetas, and I'll tell you, some people ask me, what's your reasoning for playing Planet Vegeta as opposed to playing Bridge Trunks, the one drop? Well, because with this allows me to have a little bit more yellow key, and also it's a definite Saiyan surge. So there's going to be those times where I definitely need those Shugashes in order to put and play the cows, or to be safer with explosive spirit kick some Goku. And you know, that's the biggest thing right there. You know, you want to have a definite search. You don't want to miss. You don't want to discard 2 random cards. You want to make sure you hit your targets. You know, if you need a Cal, a Caulifla, or a Saiyan Kaba, you know, you're going to be able to search out for those. Also, your energy power Goten. Sorry, guys, I did forget and skip him. He's very powerful in the deck, and we're going to go and show you why after we hit this guy. So you want to make sure that you can search out for any of your Saiyans, and you don't want to just whiff. Because now you wasted a key and you whiffed. And you're getting rid of resources. If you're not, you know, hitting off the bad cards, which is not really much bad cards besides the objections late game, you know, what are you gonna do? Next, we have our youthful Bomas. This is gonna be great. It's like playing 8 Margin Bulls or 8 Bomas. As you guys remember, back in set 2 days, we had to play the Curiosity of Bundu Son Goku, which was the 2-drop green, and he allowed us to draw our card and thin out our deck. He was on curve, you know, for the most part. There was no real 2-drop. And now we do have a 2-drop. And if we don't get the 2 green, we can just go with the tempo and, you know, drop our Bomas, drop our Bulls. We also got our objection there. So it's pretty cool. She just allows for the tempo and just allows to thin in the deck. And, you know, Key's always good. Next, guys, we have 4 Unwavering Solidarity Shugash. You guys know this guy is a monster. He's an absolute terror. Just with these yellow leaders, this is super incredible with the Saiyans. And in this deck, you can pretty much Shugash everything except for every Saiyan except for Super Saiyan Son Goten, which is the 5-drop. Which is funny because ultimately he does turn into a 3-drop. But this is great, guys, because now we have so much defense. We have the 4 Shugash, we have the 4 Cows, and the 3 Son Gokus. I mean, at this point, they're going to have a hard time trying to get over your attacking power in the first place, that when they actually are able to stabilize, we have things like Kid Goku if we are hard-dropping Cows, you know? So, another pretty cool play with it is playing the Shugash, and during the later games of the turn, if you still have them, you know, Shugashing into play energy power Gotenks, just applying that extra pressure while taking a card out their hand. At this point, you know, you're going to put them into that double strike area with your leader, Ginyu, and Ginyu is going to say, well, I'm going to attack with double strike, and guess what? You can't Shugash me with a Cow or a Son Goku. You know, you have to negate. So this is very important. And I find the deck to be very consistent, actually, which is pretty dope because, like I said, guys, all you really need is 1 Kaba and 1 Caulifla on board to start it all up. And, I mean, you're going to be able to awaken much more faster with this because if, in fact, you do hit the Kaba into the Caulifla, guess what? Now you move 2 cards a turn. You know what I mean? So that's pretty dope. And that's the deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, if you got any suggestions or anything like that, any additions or subtractions, do leave that in the comment section below. I'm always, you know, I'm a deck builder. I'm pretty pro myself. I have my own unique and spices, but I'm always looking for, you know, people to say, wait, whoa, this will work. This would be cool. This would be super spicy, bro. You know what I mean? So do comment in the chat section below. And if you like this video, guys, leave a thumbs up, please. And if you just stopping by, if you're not a Hill fam yet, please come over to the team. subscribe to us. We're going to try to put out some amazing content for you guys. We're constantly upgrading and trying to just be better than we were the other day. So that's very important, you know, and we really do appreciate the support. If you haven't followed us on other social media platforms, all you got to do is type in TheHillTwins as it follows on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, etc. guys. We're all over there. We're trying to be as social as possible when it comes to game. I really love the game. I'm really enjoying it, and it's just been a pleasure to deliver content for you guys. It's really meaningful, while being a player, of course, also. Guys, I'm going to end this video up. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I'll see you on Cali. Like always, guys, stay super.
I blow a bag today. I don't do nothing for gas. I blow the bag today. Walk in the mall and go crazy. I blow a bag today. I buy the whip on the bed. I blow a bag today. I put the whip on the bed. I blow a bag today. I blow a bag today.